Risotto's done.
Risotto's done.
We know how to make risotto in this house. We watch enough Gordon Ramsay programming to know how to make fucking risotto, dude.
I'll crush a risotto.
I don't know if you've ever watched any episode of like Hell's Kitchen or any of those.
Yeah.
Or like the best ones are when he like goes into a place and tries to fix them.
Oh yeah, like Kitchen Nightmares or whatever it is.
Kitchen Nightmares, yeah. But if you notice, every episode he's like, redid your menu, and it's like opening night. Cook that risotto. It's every episode. Like he changes the menu just to his menu.
Just this scallops, risotto, beef Wellington. That's it. And you're just like, dude, you gotta change it up.
A good beef burger. There it is. Maybe add some lamb in there if you want.
Yeah, actually, I didn't realize how much like Hell's Kitchen I watched as a kid because I like for whatever reason I thought that that's just what they served at fancy restaurants. It's not.
Yeah, but look back and think about every episode, dude. It's always risotto and scallops, bro.
Risotto, scallops, beef Wellington.
How are you training these people to be the best chefs ever and all they're cooking is fucking risotto and scallops?
Also, risotto is just like
it's rice with a sauce.
But
it's soupy rice.
The hard thing about it is just that you have to stare at it for 20 minutes constantly stirring. Like you can't do anything else. You just need a dedicated.
Is he pulling a wax on, wax off? The king did. It's like this is really all you need to do for cooking is patience. Just chill for 20 minutes.
Dude, seriously. That's his whole thing where he's like, I need it now. And you're like, no. Well, that's the other. Okay. Before getting off on this whole Gordon Ramsay rant, his whole thing is like rushing the staff and then being like, it's not done. And you're like, yeah. You rushed him.
You gave him 2 minutes to cook a filet mignon. What did you expect?
Yeah, I need that at the pass right now. Like I haven't even fired it yet. So
hey, G-Man, chill the fuck out. Like, that's why I would shoot that kid so fast to him if I was in the kitchen. Hey, boss man, I'm going to need you to chill. Thanks.
Dude, I love hitting him with, like, you're stirring a risotto, and he's like, I need it now, or whatever. You're like, hey, G-Man?
You fucking muppet. And you're just like,
hey, G-Man, I'm going to need you to chill.
I'm going to need you to take that attitude away from here. That's crazy.
Hey, G-Dog, calm down.
Where's Clint? Like this is like when everybody's in like the pyramid. He's talking to all the Clint, red team, I need to talk to you. I've never in my life had someone talk to me the way you did. And for that, you're moving on to next week.
Yeah, dude, I love Key and Peele did this so fucking well, where they keep going through the like Gordon Ramsay insults you, but then says that you're the best, and they keep doing it and whatnot, and it really does feel like the show because he's just like, after tonight, I want to cut my fucking tongue out, and you're like, Jesus. And he's like, because I'll never taste anything that good again. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I wanted to do one of the Joe guy because you watched that show, the Joe guy, the bald guy, just how much of an asshole he is on every dish. Like he'll literally be like, "This is the worst thing I've ever tasted in my life." How you are even cooking is crazy to me. I don't know what you're doing on this show and who drove you here, but you need to call them to pick you up. Like he'll say shit like that to a mother of 4, like to her, like look her in the soul and tell her that. And I want to make a sketch where he just keeps making the insults worse and worse. And then he's like, you know what? And he pulls out a napkin and goes, this is a 9mm. I want you to go in the back room and fucking do what you know I want you to do. Hand in your apron.
It's called Us a Favor. Do it.
Basically, what I want is what was that movie where the
menu?
The chick orders the burger. That's all you have to do to get out of it is order something to go. Fucking idiots. Yeah, prostitute
all she
figures
had to
that
do
out.
is smite
Yeah,
the big
okay.
murder plot was ordered to go take out.
You know, you're right. The uneducated prostitute figured it out. Yes, correct. Um,
Dude, I actually part of that movie that I was like,
that was very. I'm sorry. I've been watching a lot of Tough Crowd, and I just need to apologize for that joke because that was very early. That was 2004 humor. It's 2023. I'm
yeah,
better than that.
grow up, please.
She could have been very well educated. I don't know the background of the prostitute story in the menu.
I even Clinton, even
I
your
assume.
speech, she's a sex worker. Okay.
Again, so I'm sorry. I was using 2008 language. That's
That's
again on me. I'm stuck
on
in the
me.
past, and I need to move on, and I know that. But comedy was just so much better back then.
Dude, it is crazy seeing comedy movies from at 20 years ago, and you're like, there's no way they would
No,
ever fucking say that now. Which
I
is
mean,
weird because it feels
we've
like
said it 1,000 times, but Tropic Thunder is the last great comedy
it
movie.
might be the last comedy movie.
Really, I think it is the last good one.
Actually, I liked both of the Teds,
Both of the Teds are all right.
but you're right that when it comes to pushing it, going for jokes, Tropic Thunder
Like
is probably the last one.
it's up there with it's like on the Mount Rushmore of comedy movies. Blazing Saddles. Boom. One.
Boom.
Spaceballs.
I really didn't resonate with Spaceballs at all, but I get
Taking
it.
it off. We're not carving it in. Blazing Saddles for sure. Um, what was the Charlie Chaplin one when he was Hitler, making fun of Hitler?
I don't know, but that one.
That one. It was a Mel Brooks. He directed it.
um, I'll put Basketball
Oh,
on the
yes.
Mount Rushmore for sure.
Basketball for sure. Heavily underrated film, but it deserves. I mean, I still think we should start the basketball league.
Oh,
We should. I've looked it up, dude. No one's playing basketball, and it's a fully formed game that would fucking work.
It's a fully thought out sport, and no one's playing it.
Even they're not playing it. If we could just take it from them, and they'd be like, you know what? We're gonna even sponsor the league. Fuck it. Like this is awesome. Good for you guys. They'd be happy someone took the initiative.
Yeah, they really showed up. I'm trying to think other Hall of Fame comedy movies.
Hall of Famers, dude.
Like Mount Rushmore comedy movies. I agree.
I mean,
Honestly, Blazing Saddles just for the one scene of Gene Wilder trolling I think they're Klan dudes or whatever.
Yeah.
He's just like, look what I found. He's like, where the white women at?
Yes.
Funniest.
Yeah, man. The whole movie's great.
Oh yeah, no, it's all great.
In hostage, he's like, I'll do it. I'm crazy. The whole time they're talking to the mayor, he's just staring at the lady's tits.
What's fuck?
Mel
What
Brooks
else?
is a fucking genius. Probably every Mel Brooks film. Just Mel Brooks. It goes Blazing Saddles, and then it goes Tropic Thunder, and then Mel Brooks.
And then just Mel Brooks's face. I feel like quotability and
shit. What are we doing? Pink Panther, dude.
Pink Panther. Okay.
Pink Panther, the originals.
Yeah, I guess this is my question. Are we talking set in stone?
We're talking
classics,
Cells, dude.
Or
classics. All of them.
Okay. Because
every single one of them smacks, dude. I have them. Look at this. Where is it? Where are my Pink Panther movies? Oh.
You find him?
What's up, Doc? What's up, dog?
Amen, dude. What up?
Got every single one, dude. Peter
Thick,
Sellers
bro.
is the man.
It's the only thing that even resembles a book in your room.
Not true. I can't bring them down though. I got like bills and shit.
They're over there.
They're over there though. I've read them.
No, I guess I'm trying to think because I'm like, I have two different kind of modes of thought where I'm like, I have like our childhood bangers. Like if you're our age or maybe like
Space
5
Jam.
to 10. What's up?
Space Jam. Let's do childhood bangers. Let's do that.
Childhood bangers. Like I'm thinking comedy movies that are like quintessential watching for like plus or minus 5 years from us.
Space Jam.
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
Fuck, I just had it. Or Dodgeball for sure.
Okay.
What you said? Space Jam.
Space Jam.
Oh yeah, easily.
100%.
Talladega Nights.
Yes.
For our generation, it needs to be there.
Oh, what else is good? Dude. You know what? You can't go wrong with original Ice Age, dog.
OG Ice Age? Okay.
First Ice Age.
It's iconic for sure.
Definitely iconic.
That fucking squirrel.
I thought for sure it was going to be a ride when they did the that scene where they're sliding through the glacier. I was like, this is going to be a ride in Disneyland for sure.
Oh yeah, for certain. I'm kind of surprised it isn't.
Yeah, it would have been so sick.
I'm trying to think other like, because I mean, Tropic Thunder obviously like. If you were 11 through 19 when that movie came out, there's probably a good year where it defined your idea
100%.
of comedy.
Yeah. And then after that, it was 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah.
And then after that, Step Brothers.
Yeah, I didn't really bond with Step Brothers. I get it, but it didn't really ring with me. And I didn't really get the other guys. Everyone loved the other guys. And I thought it was just kind of okay.
Funny, but it's not top 10.
No.
It's a top 25 team. Don't get me wrong, but
I mean it's making the playoffs, but
I don't think they're making the playoffs. It's a 2-loss team.
Oh, you know what I'm thinking? You know
why it's a 2-loss team? Because they went to number 2. Anytime you just go to 2 movies, not good. You got to keep it rolling. You got to keep the buddy cop thing going.
If anything, wait, you're saying that they only did they make a second Step Brothers?
Yeah. There's another guys too.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a fucking mistake.
You know what's actually low-key a pretty funny movie? That one where Will Ferrell has to go to jail and Kevin Hart Get Hard.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually
Get Hard.
It's actually pretty funny.
Dude, there's that one scene where Will Ferrell's trying to learn how to talk shit, and he's just like, "I hope you brought your Costco card because you're about to get dick in bulk." And I was just like, "God damn it!" That's the best thing ever.
Fuck. What's your most underrated film of the last 10 years?
Underrated film of the last 10 years. So 2013 on. Underrated film. I'm not sure. Do you have one? Because I'm
gonna shock you with mine. I want you
hit
to
me with
yours out. No, it's gonna take up most of the podcast. I feel like
it's gonna take most of the time.
I need you to say yours.
I'm trying to think to past 2013. Just movies in general.
Yeah.
Unappreciated bangers. God, I'm trying to think of newer movies that were really good. Fuck, dude, you put me on the spot. I'm blanking. What is yours?
Pixels, dude.
Fuck you. Pixels blows and you know it.
No, it doesn't, dude. There are some funny fucking lines in Pixels. If you fucking play video games like I do.
Okay, maybe that was it. Is that I just
there's some funny fucking lines in Pixels where you're like, that's hilarious. And also when you like war, like I do too, where you're like history and shit, you're like, that's hilarious. Like
Yeah.
they're using like World War II tactics against a fucking centipede.
Yeah, they're playing fucking Space
Like,
Invaders
me
in
and my
real life.
friend Keith were both fucking nerds with both that shit. So we'll be at work. And there'll be days where we're like, let's fucking put on Pixels and just fucking bust it down. Like when we're doing a whole bunch of desk work, like we'll just put on Pixels in the background and be like, now this scene, like what the fuck? Like while we're working, like this doesn't make any. Why would they attack him from there when they could? Like we just talk about theories.
Dude, I don't know if it technically qualifies as last 10 years, and I don't know. I would think of it as underrated, but The Campaign, Will Ferrell, Zach Galifianakis.
Oh yes, pretty underrated.
It's a sleeper. A lot of people wouldn't call it out as being fucking fantastic, but it is.
That movie was funny. Also, the one with Chris Rock, where he runs for president, is also hilarious.
I don't know if I remember that one.
Oh, look that up real quick.
Okay.
Or here, I'll look it up. Chris Rock president movie.
Head of State, 2003.
Head of State, yeah.
I did see this.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't remember it all too well, except I do remember just like the final scene where, or like the like climax of the film where he's debating someone and he's just like, "God bless America and everybody else," and that was like his big like win against the other guy, and you're like, "Oh, okay, cool." But yeah,
he likes everybody.
He likes everybody, unlike that guy. He's
that guy
lame.
hates people.
Dude, you know what movie actually I've watched a couple of times and I don't think it deserved as much credit as it got, because I feel like a lot of people put it up in thinking it's like 2007, I think. Justin Long, Blake Lively, Chaboy, God damn, I stalled this long trying to think of his name. Jonah Hill. Accepted
rules.
Lewis Black. I thought, to be honest, there were parts of it where I'm like, it's a little overdone.
Accepted was fun.
Accepted, it was fun. It was fun.
It's one of those that I leave on. Like if I scroll in channels and it's on, I'll fucking leave Accepted on.
Yeah, it was the first. It was the first exposure, I think, for a lot of people our age to Lewis Black.
No, not mine.
Well, not yours necessarily, but a lot of people our age, and they were like, "Oh, you could just say that?
You can be that angry?"
Yeah, you just like the number of times I heard after that movie came out, just like people, you know, when they were like jokingly angry, going like "pimps and whores."
Yeah.
Yeah, but Accepted. Trying to think of other ones that, or rather, now I'm trying to think of like grade A, just dog shit movies that were probably supposed to be good.
Ooh, movies that were supposed to be
like
good.
Like they had a big cast and whatever, and they just didn't show up.
Jonah Hex.
Oh yeah, actually, that's a great fucking choice, dude. That movie should have shown up, and it just didn't.
I remember me and my sister was so excited. She was like, finally, like a like badass Western movie with like some like 21st century like stuff in it, and I was like, all right, let's go see it. And then we were like holding each other laughing while watching this movie, dude. Like the whole place was like, it was just a laugh fest. It wasn't even serious. Like when people were dying, it was just people like we were laughing. Like it was just crazy.
Actually, you know what? Like what movie that? Granted, I cannot fucking believe that it got out of the studio with the name. Like they didn't just call it something else. Cowboys versus Aliens.
Oh my gosh.
A huge budget film fucking
Yes.
Daniel Craig, Olivia Wilde, Sam Rockwell, I think Harrison Ford. So many names, such a big budget, and it was just a fucking bomb, dude. It sucked so bad.
That's what we should review, dude, as movies. Highest budget.
Highest budget, terrible
lowest,
films.
Yeah, lowest.
Dude, actually, I like that. It's not like what is it? How did this get made? Is often like lower budget, like, but they're like, oh, it's horrible or whatever, and I'm like, no, I only want high star power dog shit films.
Yeah. It'll be like ranking NFL teams where you're like, they had 5 all-stars on this team. Like, how the fuck?
How did they lose it?
Yeah. How the fuck did they only go? They went 1 in fucking 15. How did you do that?
How could it be so bad?
On your
Dude, actually, now granted, they're not necessarily like Hall of Famers at all, but I did watch a movie recently with it's Ryan Reynolds, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and Gal Gadot. And you're like, okay, decently large stars. Presumably they could have gotten someone to write a script behind this. Woof. It was so rough to watch. It's I don't know. I don't even remember what it was called now, but it's supposed to be like a spy thriller. And it is just the least compelling film I think I've seen in the past 10 years. Maybe 5 years.
That's kind of how I felt about the Batman.
Oh, actually, the newer Batman?
Batman was ass, dude. That movie sucked. Dick. Also, you know
I didn't love it.
Dick? You just made this new Joker film. You just introduced a new Joker.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing putting Batman in like fucking now and making a new Joker at the end of that Batman? I fucking hate it. What are you doing?
Yeah, they really missed an opportunity to loop in Joaquin Phoenix's Joker.
Was that Universal? I want to go into Universal and just fucking start headbutting people.
Just be like, okay, someone's got to die.
God,
well, actually, so what is that? DC, right? Batman is DC.
Universal?
Yeah. Well, I meant like the comic universe.
Yeah, no, I meant the production.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I just meant that like all of their movies have been kind of ass.
Yeah, they're always bad except for that fucking Joker movie.
Yeah, Joker was great. Actually, so I'll put this out there. The Dark Knight is front to back, I think, the best comic book movie ever.
Well, that's just plain stupid.
What do you mean?
The first
You're gonna try what?
The first Spider-Man, dude.
No. You're out of your mind.
I'm gonna fly to fucking Texas and beat this.
Dude, let's fight. Let's legit fight.
I'll fight you, dude. Leave the stream going.
Meet me in the StreamYard, dude.
Dude, I'll be there. Show up in your basement, dude. Your fucking tornado shelter that's never gonna hit and beat the fuck out of you.
Beat the fuck out of you, dude. No, don't get me wrong. Tobey Maguire, 2003, Spider-Man, great. Actually, I think it might have been 2002. I don't remember.
Twas.
Whichever it was, or whatever it was. Banger. Don't get me wrong. Great. The best? You're out of your mind.
It's the best, dude.
Now, just from the scene of him fighting, is it Flash Thompson?
Yeah.
Where like Flash Thompson goes to throw the punch, and then he just Spidey senses it and gets out of the. It's ridiculous.
That's what happens in the comic book. Have you never read Spider-Man?
No, I haven't.
What
Ridiculous.
The fuck's up?
Ridiculous.
Then shut up.
Although I will say,
I'll fucking pull out all my Spider-Man comics right now.
You don't need to. I will agree.
Literally all right here.
That is great. Villains used to be great, and now I feel like they're just kind of.
Well, now villains are silly, but dude, Spider-Man 1?
No, that's what I mean.
Goblin?
Villains. The Green Goblin, oddly enough, right in the pocket. You would have
Bro,
thought
he
it's
wrestles
ridiculous.
Macho Man within the first 20 minutes of the movie. What the
Pretty
fuck
great.
are you talking about? It's not the best superhero movie.
Dude,
Are you fucking insane?
he stands to the side, and then the one guy goes like, "Oh, what are you? You could have stopped him." And he's like, "How does he say it?" He's like, "I missed the part where that's my problem," and everybody's like, "Ah!" No, it was good. It was good. The best? No.
Dude, Uncle Ben dying, him finding him like that. Dude, you just hate storytelling. You want to see a guy in a dark place be brooding over his dead mom and dad that happened 40 years ago. Gives a fuck. Get over it, you rich.
Get over.
Go buy an island, you fagoosh. Fuck Batman. Spider-Man would beat the shit out of Batman.
Good luck.
Good luck. He's a guy. Homie's a spider, dog.
Okay. Your guy's superpower is I got bit by a spider. Batman's superpower is I have all the money.
Yeah. Money can't beat a fucking web to the face. I don't care how dark it is. My boy's got spidey senses. Throw a punch. I don't give a shit. Dodge.
Yeah, but all the money. We're not talking a one-on-one fight here because Batman has all the money.
We're talking one-on-one fight.
But there would never be a one-on-one fight. Batman would just hire a bunch of dudes.
Batman was honorable. He'd give all that money away.
He does, kind of.
No, he doesn't. How?
He's constantly. He uses his whole fortune to give back to the justice system of Gotham. That's his contribution. He doesn't pay taxes, but he cleans the streets.
Yeah, a justice system that's corrupt.
But he knows that
corrupt. There's never a day in Gotham where it's not corrupt. Doesn't matter how many people he puts in prison. He needs to be killing them. He needs the Punisher. This is why Marvel's better, because Marvel has a guy that's just like, you know what? I'll just shoot someone's face off. What's up with that? DC doesn't have any of those guys.
Dude, I totally agree. DC blows because they come down to this whole, like, it can only be like, pow. And then
ping pong, poof. They sound like fucking Joe Pesci talking about a fight that he was in.
Dude, it truly, it's the most, I don't know, it's the dumbest thing to me.
Reference for anybody listening. It was
Wait,
a fucking fire reference.
No, it was great. I'm giving you credit where credit was due.
Bing, bop, boop. You hit your mother like that, and then again, bing, pow, pop.
And then he goes, ah, bang.
The best part of that movie is when he fucking shoots Christopher. He shoots that kid like 9 times, and then they're like, "You fucking killed him." He's like, "I'm a good shot. Like, I'm a good shot."
What can I say? Actually, okay, no, sorry. I got my films crossed, but the time where he just I think it's Casino where he's meeting Robert De Niro out in the desert. Or no, yeah, that's Robert De Niro, right?
Yeah.
That's and he's like, you motherfucker,
you motherfucker, you.
It's the best. Like, just him getting so upset. Like, oh, you.
I'll never forget, dude. There was this meme that was going around. I think it was like 4 March Madnesses ago. There was like 6 Pac-12 teams in March Madness. Like, we just like took over. We were really good that year in the Pac-12 in Arizona. Like, they made Arizona Joe Pesci like walking in. You know the scene where they're talking like the breakdown of how the business works,
right?
And it was Arizona was Joe Pesci. Be like, it was me, my kid brother, and then, like everybody else like in the thing was like a different Pac-12 team. And, like talking about it. It was fantastic.
That is great. Dude, God, I keep trying to come up with reasons why. Again, the first Spider-Man was fine. It's good. It's good. It's great. Even
you see why I won the argument right now. But you just said, I keep trying to come up with reasons why. You can't. You don't have one, dude.
Well, no, I do, because
Then
it's
what's
ridiculous.
the reason why your whatever is the Batman? Which there's been how many?
No. See, that's the thing. Is that granted, there have been too many of both.
No, there hasn't.
No.
Batman was way too much, way too fast.
No, okay, dude.
Spider-Man was spread out.
No, I didn't need any of the Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans. I didn't need any of them.
Sony did. That's why we have the PlayStation 5. That's why we have the PlayStation 5.
No, I get it.
It's a canon event, dude.
I'll say this.
As I learned in Miles Morales's, that's a canon event. That had to happen. And also, it did have to happen because without it, we wouldn't have had the multiverse. You fucking idiot, dude. You're an idiot.
Stay mad, nerd. I didn't need any of the Ben Affleck.
Get my fucking references out.
I didn't need the Ben Affleck Batman. He could have just not ever done that.
What's up?
That's pretty cool.
That's the multiverse. Where's another one?
Where's another one? Get that multiverse out here.
Multiverse.
That's a multiverse.
Power pack, dude. It doesn't even say fucking Spider-Man. What's up?
Wait, have you actually read it, though?
What?
Have you actually read it, or do you just have it?
Yeah, I've read it.
Oh, I thought... Isn't it in a bag?
Yeah, you put it back in the bag.
Oh, okay. So it's not mint.
No, none of them. Some of them have writing on them. They're all like reprints and shit, too. I don't actually have Spider-Man 1. Are you fucking insane?
I don't know.
I don't be
you
talking
have
to you.
A closet full of shoes that don't fit you.
They all fit me. Dude.
You bought a pair of Jordans and a woman's 7 just to have them.
I don't have them. I don't have that.
But I can say it, and it's
that I can wear. I'm not that type of guy. I'm not a sneakerhead. I like a nice pair of shoes.
No, I'm all there. I'm with you on that. Like, I don't get it, but I get it. You know what I mean?
I like different varieties. How a man likes suits, I like shoes.
Yeah, no, I get that part. I have, whatever. I have all the things that I, everybody has their thing and they like their thing and whatever. No, I totally get that.
You wear your burlap sacks and shut up.
I have one pair at a time. They do burn really quickly. It's kind of crazy.
Of course they burn quickly. They're made out of burlap.
Burlap and recycled plastic.
I think that's what they wrapped thermite in before they dropped it on things.
You're not wrong. I do not. That's my favorite response to any argument that people are trying to start. You're like, well, you're not wrong, but
I take that as a won. I win.
Yeah,
Your Honor, dude. I win.
No, great. Have your shoes. That actually, dude, that's a fucking. I kept thinking about buying there was a pair of. I don't know how to say your sneaker type, whatever it is, Jordans, I guess.
What brand were they? Were they Jordan brand or were they Nike?
No, they were. So they were the Nike with the, I don't know. At the place, at Ty's place where we used to do the podcast, they sold shoes, and I came this close to buying this pair of shoes because I was like, "Oh, this is really cool." And then I looked, and it was $210, and I was like, "Oh, okay, never mind."
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a pair of shoes in a while, so I don't really need them. I have enough.
Yeah, you got a good set.
Once a couple go, then I'll be like, "Fuck, I need some new shoes."
How often do you rotate through?
I wear a different pair every day.
Okay, that'll probably keep them. Yeah, as opposed to I have one pair of shoes for 6 months and then I just get rid of it and get another pair.
There's a couple that I haven't worn in a while, but they'll probably be good for another 5 years.
Yeah, no, if you're taking care of them, if you're not wearing them that often, they'll last a while.
Yeah, that's why I keep the box too, because then they're just not on the floor.
Yeah, no, I get that. You're not just tossed in some closet in a pile where they're getting all misshapen.
Yeah.
But I digress. You're dumb, and what the things you like are dumb. Oh, I was like, I'm not good at the part where I get to the point where I'm like, and well, what about this? And then you're like, you just say something super rational. I'm like, yeah, you're super likable. So I'm sorry. It's really hard to keep the whole like talking shit to you thing because I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Well, what are you gonna do, dude? I'm a master manipulator.
What are you gonna do? It's just
this is why the debate coach in high school was very upset that I was never doing debate. I was like, I want to do your fucking nerdy shit. I don't know what the fuck those questions are, dude. I don't know how to answer that, and I'm not going to study for it.
Well, yeah, I guess that's the problem. But like, dude, you would have killed it at a debate club. Like, people like my opponent, and like, and you just like,
your opponent's gay, dude.
No, dude, I feel like you could have just gotten out there and just like, they would have launched this whole tirade against you, and then you just like, I mean, come on, man, it's cool. And they would have been like, yeah, I guess you're right, man. Sorry. You're like, shit.
Just use the little bit of high school clout that I had against nerds, just to be like, yeah, but like you're wrong though, you know.
But like you're wrong.
And they'd be like, damn, I am wrong.
Damn. Shit, I am wrong.
They just turn around and high five my nerds. Like, shout out, dude.
Sup, nerd? Sup,
That's
nerd?
point us, dog. They're like, this isn't a scoring content. I'm like, that's a point.
You're like, it's really not. Yeah, you don't get points. You're like, just dunked on them. What up?
I'm like, shout out, touchdown. They're like, no.
No.
No touchdowns. First base, home run. They're like, neither of those.
First base, home run, free throw? You're like, no, none of that.
None of it. You know what? Take this. We're in the gym. Take this basketball. Go to the other side. You're
just go over there.
You got us the point. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh Christ.
It's always.
I guess what are other? I'm trying to think of other like. Hollywood banked a ton of money on it, and it was just a fucking nothing.
Damn, dude. What were some other ones? Jonah Hex was one. I think there was a lot of money in that because, like, Megan Fox was in that, like, primetime Megan Fox, like, fucking.
Oh yeah, ton of money.
Yeah.
What was that fucking? Oh wait, slept on banger. Real quick, just go back to it. This is the end. Jay Baruchel.
I don't know if that was slept on. I feel like enough people.
Did people give it its due? I feel like maybe it was just my friend group slept on.
Your friend group definitely slept on a lot of things.
Yeah. Just like when it came out, people were like, "It's meh, I don't know," and I was like, "No, dude, that's great."
Except for communism,
Dude, I just love the Jonah Hill confessional after he has the sex with the demon, and he's just like, something not so chill happened last night. The fucking best. It's like something. Just
also the same energy he had when he was sending those texts to his girlfriend, being like, "You not post bikini pictures."
Dude,
me,
I
people were like, "What a piece of shit."
Dude, maybe my governor is just off because I'm like, he just sounded like he didn't sound controlling or like a douche. He just sounded like kind of like he was asking boy.
Yeah, but it also seemed like he was asking nicely.
Yeah, but all the things
when you surf with just 9 dudes.
Well, yeah, I guess all the things just sounded like he was just it's like, well, when I feel like this, then I think that you're not being nice to me. And you're
I
like,
think it went on for a
shut
long
up.
time, and he just kind of accepted that his feelings were never heard for a while, and then it finally blew up one day, and he was like, "Hey, I think this," and then it's like she's like, "No, you're not. You don't think."
Well, the weirdest thing is that lady tried to be like he's an abuser, and I was like, that's not abuse, lady.
I think you might have abused him for a little bit.
It's like him being like, I want my boundaries respected in a relationship, and if it's not you, then it's not you. And I'm like, that's
fair.
That's what you're upset about, lady? Like, really?
But that's also a fair thing to want in a relationship. Like, I don't think it's that crazy.
No, it doesn't seem that weird to be like, I want this out of a relationship, and then the other person to be like, no, and then you're like, I guess no to the whole thing. Like, then that seems fair to me. Like, you're consenting adults. Like, then just stop. Like,
then it's over.
Then it's over.
Go with my 9 dude friends.
Yeah, just go hang out with all the rest of your friends. Truly, like,
up, dude.
What on it, dude? I loved that she was like, I hope he has a daughter so his daughter can grow up and know what a piece of shit he is. And then those were the texts, and I was like, that? Like, I was just like, that doesn't seem that crazy. Like,
no,
I don't know.
I hope he has a daughter so she can raise her right, so that way she doesn't treat people like that.
Yeah, so he can raise her to be normal, like he kind of was.
Respect people's boundaries.
Yeah. So that she can properly communicate her feelings without being angry or name calling her. You're like, oh, actually, because all those texts are like super respectful. Like, when you read them through.
It was like, you dumb bitch.
None of that. Like, not a once
coming from Jonah Hill.
Not a once does he disparage her at all. He's just like, I just don't think that this is the type of relationship I want. And then she's like, look at this abuser.
He's a piece of shit.
And you're like, was that supposed to?
Everybody in the world should fucking hate him.
And I'm like, I just think he's like, if anything, I'm like, I don't really think about Jonah Hill on a daily basis. But then those texts, I was just like, if you told me that Jonah Hill sent those texts, I would just be like, yes.
I mean, is it crazy to be like, it made me like Jonah Hill more? Because I'm like, he's a guy, he's a person.
He's a dude. Dude, it's not like
he's a person. Like, actually has feelings.
What's the Rick and Morty guy?
Oh, Roiland was insane.
When you read those texts, you're like, that is an animal.
Reaction. People did not have the reaction to Roiland that they had to Jonah Hill being like, please respect my boundaries.
Dude, truly.
Roiland was like, I'll eat you.
Roiland was like, oh, you're 16? That's fantastic. And you're like, Jesus, dude. Like that's so creepy, so weird. What are you doing? And Jonah Hill's just like, I'd like you to be nice to me. And she was like, no. Like, oh.
Chinese accent through text is still the craziest thing in my head.
Dude, God, that's nuts. That he went full R's for L's. And you're like, that's insane.
Oh, you know what made me fucking break down today, dude? I broke down laughing because I walk in the house and I see new evidence found in Hunter Biden case on the news, because the news is always on in my house.
Of course.
Fox News is on, or a Mike Lindell commercial being like, my pillow.
My pillow. If you don't support communist pillows.
America's trying to take down my pillows. Like, they're not.
Dude, I love him sitting in front of like a portrait of a lion whose mane becomes the American flag. Of course. And he's like, my pillow.
He's literally like, my pillow's being investigated right now, and America's trying to shut down my pillows. Like, you're being investigated. My pillow has nothing to do with this.
Like, it's because you put cocaine in the pillows. You can't do that.
I don't know what you did, but It's you, Mike.
It's
not
just you. It's not the pillow. The pillow's fine. But yeah, no, I saw that you sent me that video of him like flipping out. The guy calling it like a lumpy pillow. He's like, it's not lumpy.
It's not a lumpy pillow, you piece of shit. Take it back. He's ready to die over those pillows, dude. I respect it. He put everything into those pillows, dude.
He gets to a point where he's like lumpy pillow. No, you know what? I won't continue. You're like,
he's like, I'm out. I'm done. I'm done.
This is a deposition. You have to be here.
But so I see this thing on the news, and it's like new evidence in the Hunter Biden case. I'm like, oh, what's the new evidence? Apparently, from some Chinese business partner that they had, he got a fucking wiretap to the address of Joe Biden's house.
Wait, so
like, what, dude? Who are your accountants? How did they not be like, well, no, we're just gonna do the Western Union like down the street at least? Like, what?
That's insane, dude. Also,
what?
Granted, it was a couple like a month ago or whatever, but just the story that people were like, cocaine was found at the White House. No one knows who did it. And you're like,
maybe it's the one out cokehead that's in the White House that day.
Maybe it's the only guy who goes in there all the time who's on video smoking crack. Maybe it's the one guy
saying I'm a coke addict. Like, what are we doing?
Maybe it's just that one guy.
But no, Lex, the real problem here is that he had 3 guns and he's not allowed to have guns. So that's a real issue. It's not him working for Ukrainian oil companies, or
it's not the corruption or the blatant drug use. It's the guns.
It's the guns. He's got 3 gun charges.
What a weird thing. Well, I guess that is like the left's kryptonite. They'll forgive everything except guns.
Well, you can't say anything about it. You know, they were talking about Hunter Biden.
Oh, yeah.
How funny is that, though? Like, how dumb are you, dude?
Dude, that seriously is
to be doing under the table business deals with enemies of the country, and then send the money to my house.
Dude, it's crazy. It's also so funny though. I guess there's an Obama quote from like 2014 or something that it literally is just like, never underestimate Joe's ability to fuck something up. It's like a Barack Obama quote. And you're like, that's insane.
That's so true, though, dude.
Like, he's on tape of being like, no, Joe is a fucking god shit, dude.
I hate him.
I truly, I guess that's the thing, is that like, I don't care. It doesn't really affect. Actually, inflation affects me. I guess that's the thing I dislike.
All affects, dude.
Is the inflation, but gas prices it's like 3 to 15 here. It's not that bad.
The gas prices just plateaued at around.
Wait, what is it by you?
About that.
315.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's just like we could do better.
No, yeah, it's not great. Granted, like what is it?
$1.20 when Trump was president. It was crazy.
It was never $1.20.
Dude, it was down there.
In our lifetime, I've never seen it $1.20.
It was low.
Dude, I remember seeing like
$2.
The first thing when we moved here, it's burned into my mind. It was like $2.21 a gallon when I moved here, and I was like, what? That's insane. Like when I started driving, like when I was 16, it was 375. I never imagined it could be in the $2. And it was $2.21. I was like, that's insane. I was like, I found the promised land. This is great.
Good old days.
Yeah.
Make
And
America
then
2017 again.
dude, no, I was like, make Texas fucking 2022 again. Or when did I move here? 21? 21.
21.
Right?
I think 20.
20 or 21. Something like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. But yeah, I just remember thinking that was the greatest thing. And then now it's kind of just gotten normal around here. It's kind of a bummer.
Yeah. That's what it's become.
It is what it's become.
The norm. I hate it. I want things to go back to 2006. Those peak.
Dude, if we're talking 2006, actually 2006, I feel like more, I want things to be like 2009, 2010.
Yeah. 2008 was sick.
Like, well, no, 2008 was a bummer.
Why was 2008 a bummer?
Well, the whole fucking economy crashed.
Oh, yeah.
But 2009, 10, pretty good.
04 was sick. That was
Dude,
the year.
dude, what is it? So I moved to Tucson, right, in 2005, or 2006, one of those years after 2004. Yeah, we had neighbors who bought like a brand new car, brand new like 2006 car, and they put a W04 sticker on their 2006 car. They were just like, "We want you to know we voted for George Bush." Like
Yeah.
W04.
Debbie.
Debbie. I was just like, that's an insane thing that you just had spare stickers lying around to slap on your new car. Wait, I guess here's my question: do you have a W04 sticker on your 2017 car?
No.
Oh no, you don't. Okay, good.
I don't put stickers on my car. So I'm not a jackass.
Riddle me this: why do you keep the camper?
I like the camper.
But like for everyday use?
You know why I like the camper?
No.
When people want me to move shit,
you say no.
I'd be like, don't fit.
I guess that's the play.
Still got a truck. Don't have to move anything for anything.
Don't have to move anything. I got a truck. It's an SUV.
But it's not an SUV though, because I can fit all of those things in
there. Because I could just pop it off.
Not even pop it off. It's pretty tall. I can fit the things in there. I just don't.
I just don't want to.
I just go, yeah, nah, I'm not taking the camper off, so no.
that is sort of a weird thing, and maybe it's just here in Texas, but in looking at like trucks here, the notion of like a standard size or even long bed just doesn't exist. They all have these like 5-foot beds, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Even truck people?
It's weird.
That's the thing, because in Texas, not really. Where you're seeing all these trucks, these are just people who are like, I'm in Texas, I have a truck. These aren't the people in Texas that have work trucks, because I guarantee you all the actual work trucks that are on farms and shit, on ranches,
yeah,
fucking long beds. And that's why in town in Tucson, because just like in the middle of town, there's a fucking ranch, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why you see like long beds and fucking haulers and all that in town, is because you got to go through town to get to the fucking ranch.
No, yeah, no, I'm right there with you. It's one of the things that I like. I don't know. I think it's a big fucking bummer is that my old like 2003 was a like regular cab 8-foot bed. They don't make those anymore. And I'm like, what are you doing? Why don't you make those? Fucking bummer. I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess they make them in the the 250 or like 2500 size,
Probably.
but that just feels a little ridiculous.
Yeah, it's too much. You don't need
Yeah.
that much. I like the
No.
Ranger.
Wait, so yours is a 6-foot bed?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I think it's a little longer.
Yeah, like it's like 6'7" or something like. And when I say 6, I just meant like because I think the modern 8-foot beds are actually like 8'2", and the 5-foot beds are like 5'4" or 5'5".
Yeah, it's a little longer because I can lay in it.
Yeah, it's probably like 6'5", 6'4", or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's a weird thing that like 5.5 became the like normal bed length for like crew cab trucks. What are you doing?
I don't know, dude. Too much metal. I don't know. Some safety bullshit.
Probably.
Even though, like, wouldn't you want the longest bed ever? Because it's like rear end me.
Yeah, crash into me. Who cares?
Nothing will happen to me.
I'll go.
4 car lengths behind me.
4 whole car lengths, dude. What's
40-foot
like,
bed?
like the Canyon Arrow, just like 2 lanes wide.
It'd be so sick though, dude. A limo F-150.
The bed is just
long as fuck.
there's a set of tires in the middle. Dude, I would do it. I would do it just for the memes.
It splits like those buses,
Yeah, the flexible middle. Regular cab, flexible bed, 42 feet long.
On the side, it says Clint Lapsansky's Scrapyard Emporium, just the whole way down.
Emporium, and they're spaced out.
Yeah. It's that size 40 font. It's fucking huge.
Christ. That'd be great.
Just pull up into a neighborhood and just on pickup days, just be like, "What's that? Mine, toss, mine, toss, mine, toss." I'm just the whole fucking block. Takes me 2 hours to make a right turn. It's impossible. Like, I can only turn left in this bad boy.
You're like, oh, take a right up here. You get into the left lane. You're like, I'm gonna make 3 of these. It's fine.
No, this is an on ramp to the freeway. Well, then we're not going there.
Well, then I guess we're not going.
I can't go there then.
I'll try coming the other way.
Yeah, look up the next longest exit because I'm gonna need 45 miles. All right. Call my wife and tell her I'm gonna be home tomorrow.
Well, the great thing about having such a long bed is that we have a long gas tank under it. It's very long.
Gas line's about centimeter thick, so we got enough fuel to last us till Minnesota. We're good.
Oh Christ, that is actually it's sort of funny. I've seen a lot of these older trucks that have the 2 gas tanks. And I'm just like, how hilarious was it that at the time they were just like, oh yeah, just have 2 gas tanks. It's only like 30 cents to fill up, so who cares? In 1970, they're like, oh, I'll just fill up both gas tanks. like 8 miles per gallon is fine because the gas is so cheap.
It would be so hard for me if I had 2 gas tanks and I'd just be like, nah, I'm not getting gas today. Flick. Yeah. And then just be out of gas twice.
Oh, fuck.
And every time it'd be like when I do laundry, I'd be like, why do I always wait 2 weeks to do fucking line?
It's because you don't have to do it every week.
And it takes me a whole day to do all my laundry. I'm like, why do I do this every time?
Yeah, dude. What is it? It's like you're worried about. You're like, well, every time I load the dishwasher, I have to spend like 45 minutes loading it. You're like, well, no, if you ran it multiple times, it would just be okay every time you did it instead of being completely full.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've still not learned that lesson about the fucking.
Sometimes I'll wash things twice in the dishwasher, dude, because I'm like, I'm not unloading it to load this. I'm just fuck it.
Okay, wait. I thought you were going to say something completely different, because what you just said is that you didn't want to unload some things. You just put a new thing in and ran it again. I thought you were going to be like, sometimes I see that there's like gunk on the side of a glass, and I'll just run it again.
No. They are clean.
They're completely clean.
Yeah, like I ran it last night, right? And then I just cooked dinner the next night. And I just wash all this stuff, like rinse it all off, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Just run it back.
Just run it back.
That's genuine psychopath behavior. That's insane.
Is it though? Or is it just like
leaving something in there that is clean to just have another ride on the trolley is insane.
Dude,
what?
They paid for 2, dude.
Let him go around again. Oh, Christ.
It's rodeo break at Knott's Berry Farm, bro. No one's in line.
No one's in line.
Go, baby.
Keep it going.
Bullet, ride that thing.
Yeah, they're like, it's an hour before Not Scary Farm, and no one wants to come in until then. So just honestly, just keep it rolling.
Go for an hour if you want. We'll just keep it going.
Like, do you want to get off? And they're like, no. And they're like, okay, just spool it up again.
It happened to me once, dude. It's the best thing you can do. Plan your vacations. When you have kids, here's what you're going to do, Lex.
Oh, lay it on me.
Where you live in this country. Plan your vacation during Arizona's rodeo week. You can take your kids to any theme park, and no one will be in that theme park. The only people that get fucking rodeo off are people in Arizona.
Actually, that's a great point. Yeah, because it's like it's like the third weekend in February.
Yeah.
You're like, no one else is off at this time.
No one's off.
Because it's not around Valentine's Day, and it's not around St. Patrick's Day. It's just like kind of in the middle.
That's when you plan the vacay, dude. You want Universal Adventures? Boom. Every ride. Boom. Ride it 3 times in a row if you want. We have time.
Dude, actually, that's one of the things that not scares me. I'll go ahead and say scares me. Like freaks me out about having kids is like having a kid that loves rides, because I just don't get it. And I know that I'll have to be the one to just like sit on this roller coaster. Even though
you'll get it though, because you'll be next to them and you'll be like, this is so much
I'm
fun.
assuming I'll get hyped because they're hyped.
Yeah.
But like right now, if somebody was like, do you want to go ride the, such and such? I'm like, no. I'm going to get a corn dog and hang out. Like, I don't get rides at all, but I guess other people do.
Yeah. There's some that I like, some that I don't. Yeah.
Okay, wait. So we're talking fair, not like amusement park, but like straight up fair.
Oh, a fair? No.
Yeah, I'm not doing any of them.
No.
Okay. Because I had friends who were like, oh, what do you mean? Like, we love going on the whatever at the fair. And I'm like, some guy who is, like failed to meet with his parole officer set that up while smoking 3 cigarettes at once. I don't trust it. And they're like, what are you talking about? Just get in. And I was like, oh, this thing that's going to throw me 100 feet in the air? I don't think so.
No.
I'm all good on that.
I like a fun house.
Oh, yeah, I'll rep a fun house.
Yeah. I always think I can master the walls of mirrors. Never do.
You always run face first into shit.
Not run, but always just go like, plant, and I'm like, damn it.
Fuck.
I'm an idiot.
Dude, if anything, that would, like, I don't know if it was a Jackass skit, but like, or a like setup prank or whatever the Jackass stunts, I guess. I just tried to come up with the word like 3 fucking times for what this thing would be.
Fucking thesaurus, dude. What the fuck?
Etymology on stunt is just go act, performance, no, whatever jackass things are called. Hilarious would be room of mirrors, but arms taped to your sides. So like you can't reach out and touch shit. It's like just like just constantly running into stuff. Head butting various mirrors.
That'd be great.
But Mr. you would need someone to
do that. That's what? Mr. Beast video.
Yeah, that's a Beast video.
You get to the end of this,
and we'll give you $5 million.
Yeah, like you get a private jet and then I.
Dude, I love those. Hooker. I love those videos because it, and I know he explains it away. It's like or whatever, but a lot of these things are just straight up liabilities that he gives them, and they're like, "Did you want a $2 million house making $43,000 a year?" And you're like, "You can't afford the property taxes alone."
Well, no, he said most of the people sell it back to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's just nuts that he's just like
he'll be like, you can have this mansion or what I paid for the mansion.
Yeah,
because it's still pending. I can get rid of this mansion. Like, I still have this money.
We did a 90-day escrow.
Yeah,
we'll just wrap this up.
Yeah. He said, like, yeah, the guy who won the private jet, like, just sold. Like, he just said, I'd rather have the money than the jet.
Yeah.
Like they just left the jet at the airport. Like you never ended up buying it.
Well, because of course, what are you going to fucking do with a jet?
Yeah. Lease it out. You lease it out. You probably make a good amount of money.
Well, but then that becomes your whole business.
So?
Well, okay, it's the same sort of thing as like...
It's a way better job than whatever the poor schmuck was doing.
You're telling me that you gave up a jet renting business to go be a forklift operator somewhere?
You could have been a certified forklift operator and owned a private jet company. Like, what the fuck? You idiot.
Talk about diversifying your profile.
You could have been sending Taylor Swift to her next concert, but no, you thought drinking beer on Tuesday with the buddies and having $1 million in the bank account was better than having $7 million in the bank account and getting to meet all these famous people and going to their concerts for free because it's your fucking jet.
Dude, I would sell a jet immediately. There's nothing I can do with a jet.
I don't know. There's some stuff you can do with the jet.
Well, I guess that's another thing.
There's some guys that
not anymore. Well, I would have chartered flights to a certain island and made bank, but no, we can't do that anymore.
Yeah, no, that's not allowed.
No.
I wonder what the taxes are on owning an island, because there was another Mr. Beast video where he gave away an island. It's like, that's got to be a fucking problem for somebody. Like, what's the headache on that? I'm sure you get fined by somebody if your island, there's something fucked up on your island.
You're like, can I just sell this back to American Samoa or like?
Yeah, who wants their island back? This is not mine. This is crazy. Whose land is this?
I feel like an island I would take. A house, a plane, I don't need.
How are you getting to the island?
That's a good point. I would need a plane.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this motherfucker just has one. It's like, I can't get to it. I don't have a boat. There's no landing strip on the island.
Take a boat.
I have to fly to fucking Ibiza and land there and then boat out to my island.
I'm sure you could save up money for a boat.
2 territories of like fighting tribesmen that want to kill white people.
Oh, well, no. If it's inhabited, then it's over. I want just
the 2 islands in front of it are inhabited, and then you're on the 3rd island.
Okay, well, then I just need to buy a turret of some kind. Just
What are those? The MARs or what are those? The MAPs or something on boats?
oh yeah. No, I just need like a. I was like, I just need some sort of machine gun in like a 8-foot tall little swivel parapet and facing one island, and I'll be good. Just don't
Yeah.
come over here.
Charge! You hear that? And you're like, game on. You're on my island.
This is allowed.
Mine.
I don't think it is.
I think it is. I think you got that, dude. It's yours.
Oh yeah, if it's mine.
You can do whatever you want on your island. I think there's a recent court case that never ended up happening because a guy killed himself. But like, I think because I don't know what happened to the lady that was involved with that, but like nothing apparently happens when you have an island and you do whatever you want on it.
I don't even remember what case you're talking about, but
What?
great.
You don't remember the giant island case that happened a while ago?
Oh, you mean that island? I thought you were talking about a different island.
No, I was talking about that island. Apparently,
Where this guy
did whatever he wanted on the island.
and then when he was taken into custody, he befell some hard times by himself.
Well, when he
And then
wasn't
his
allowed to
lady
do whatever
partner-
he wanted in his island. When he wasn't allowed to do whatever he wanted on his island, what's a man supposed to do?
What's a man to do?
You got to
Certainly
jump
not.
off of
Wait,
your new
what?
island. You got to jump off of your new island into the cold cement ocean.
But first,
Which still, hands down, is the funniest thing Steven Crowder's ever done.
Wait, what?
Ever. After Jeffrey Epstein killed himself, Steven Crowder was like, just to prove that this is impossible for a person to kill themselves this way, he got the exact bunk beds, like he got jailhouse bunk beds, got a sheet, tied it around his neck, and jumped off the top bunk like 90 times.
Okay, but Steven Crowder is also like a humongous oaf.
I know, but he like did it. It was very funny to watch because it was like round two, like it was like obviously hurt because he's just landing on the fucking floor every time. Like,
But that's my point is that he's also like 6'5", so if he jumps off of a 6-foot bed, he's still
no, they
just
did
gonna
all
land.
that. They did all that. They did all the math and stuff, and like they made it.
Oh, okay. I was like, because Jeffrey Epstein was like smallish,
Yeah.
right?
They made it to the proportions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
that's what I said. When they were like, he made the bed and all that, and like he did it.
Okay.
He did it exact, and then like they had like a doctor there with like a thing, with like a measurement thing that like how much pressure you need to break your neck, and like none of it got anywhere close. Like anything he did.
Of course not.
After he tried it like 7 times, he was like, "Okay, my body hurts, so I'm gonna, he's like,
I keep hitting the concrete."
And like he like pushed off like the wall like onto they were like, "Nope, you need about 700 pounds more pressure." Like it's just like, no, it's not gonna happen. Nope. Like he just kept doing all these things. Just like, no, nope. You can't do it.
Well, yeah, that was one of those things where I'm like, nobody, like, when people talk about that and they're like, can you believe that they killed him? I'm like, yeah, I mean, of course. Like, no one is sitting here being like, no, he definitely killed himself for sure. Like, no one with a straight face is actually saying that. Like, that's insane.
When someone went, and a drip of this in your food, see ya.
No.
Nope, it wasn't a guard that was asleep. Yes, they didn't pick up anything on the cameras. Yes, it was somebody just be like, yeah, squirt, that's in his food. See you later.
Bye-bye.
That's what it was.
Actually, that was one of the funniest Tim Dillon things. After after that all happened, and then what's her name, Ghislaine or whatever.
Yeah.
After
Still,
she
nothing has
was,
happened with that.
oh, well, yeah, but after she was arrested, I think Trump was still president, and Tim Dillon was talking about how like the media approached him about it, and he was like, "That's just what rich people do." He doesn't know what you're talking about because the reporters were like, how do you feel about like, or like, what do you think about this whole like Ghislaine Maxwell thing? And he's like, I hope, I wish her well. And then just like continues golfing or whatever. And then people are like, he's rooting for known sex trafficker or whatever. And
No,
then
he just disregards them. I wish
he's
you
just
well.
like, I don't, you said something. I just said, yeah, sure. Great.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, he's like, no one briefed me on that, so I don't know what it is.
I didn't think I met them once, and then
Do I know them? No? Okay. Then
that
sure.
was the story,
Right.
though. Apparently, there were staff members there that night that the picture was taken. They were all at like some ball together. You know, all the Richie Rich and Ghislaine and what's his name were there. And the picture of them, all three of them together, happened. And apparently, Trump got the heebie-jeebies from them and just hung out with staff all night.
That's the play.
And yeah, he was like, "Your boss is real creepy." Like he was talking shit to the staff. Like that's
Dude, though, being honest, that is the play in any situation like that where there's staff and then like people who are just walking around a party in fancy clothes. You just walk up to the staff, you're like, this is weird, right? They're like, yeah. And you're like, oh, thank God. Like,
okay, cool.
Finally, someone.
Everybody's on the same page. What's that? A scone? Can I get one of those?
Yo, is that a scone? Do you have beers back
Pigs in a
there?
blanket? Are there pigs in a blanket?
Is there a bottle of wine somewhere?
Oh man, it'd be fun to be a fly on the wall at one of those parties, though.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
Just be there when they're like, well, I think that we're gonna just dissolve Iraq. You're like, what was that? When? Real quick?
The whole country?
You're just gonna get rid of it. Okay.
Yeah, it happens. What's going on with Russia, dude? Are they losing? Are they winning?
What's happening?
I don't know.
No,
What's happening over there?
I mean, if you're asking a legit question, I have no fucking idea.
It's crazy to me. They sent Leslie Graham over there. Hilarious.
Or to bore them to death?
I don't know. Just to be a country guy? To be like, well, we'll kill him. Like, I don't.
I tell you what. I don't know what Leslie Graham sounds like, but
well, pretty much like that. Yeah, just a little bit older and frail.
He's just like, well, it's been hard.
You know the guy in No Country for Old Men, where he goes, choose, and he's like flipping the coin.
Choose.
He's that guy at the general store.
Well, I don't know the stakes.
I don't know the stakes. That's yeah.
What am I betting on? He's like,
what's the coin
choose.
flip for?
Well, what's it for?
Yeah, and then
I don't know how to bet.
Missiles, money, choose.
Choose. He's like,
I don't know what it's for,
but I don't get it.
Who are you fighting?
Who are you fighting? How do you have no idea what's happening? You ran for president. Dude, also, how insane is that? Lindsey Graham ran for president a bunch of times, and then he thought he was like, I got this for sure, I think.
Gotta be.
Not ever did you have this.
Go to a fucking Kentucky game and shut the fuck up, dog. It's fucking.
I mean, I guess. I thought I had it. You didn't. You didn't. Oh, did I not?
No. Even close. The show host got your ass, dude.
Dude, actually,
he fucking beat everybody. It's still amazing. And I hope in 60 years, it's looked favorably upon in schools. They're like, this guy, I mean, legendary what this guy did.
Dude, 60 years from now, all the commentary is just like, what an underdog. Like he just came out of nowhere, dude.
And there Trump was at a commencement speech for Obama. When Obama said those faithful words, well, you'll never have my job.
Trump is quoted as saying, watch me.
Watch me. It's all his highlights.
Oh, Christ.
Damn, dude, I need a Trump highlight tape, and it's done like NFL films. It was a cold February morning when Trump ran down that escalator.
Yeah, I just love that it does like all the parts, but even the parts that like people wouldn't want in there, when he's just like, there's good people on both sides. You're like, no, take that part out. It's just like, grab him by the pussy, and they're like, no, that isn't. You're like, that wasn't supposed to be in there.
Maybe Rosie O'Donnell.